Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
Which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, the centre of midfield, Peter, is where battles are won and lost. So I see Rodri as a player who can dominate his midfield position. He's excellent at winning and recycling the ball, as well as passing it all over the pitch. I see him as someone who's very well suited now even to those highest tempo games.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be.
Cherki, O'Reilly, Cherki, played out wide.
Very nicely done, serves up across, and that has been cleared. Great defending, strong and determined.
Now it's Kolo Muani. Xavi Simons. Udogi. João Palhinha. Udogi.
And here's Xavi Simons. Gehi gets it away. And he's there to get it away.
Reinders. O'Reilly.
O'Reilly shifted upfield.
And it's Reinders.
And here's Semenyo. Palhinha gets over and intercepts. Now it's Odobert.
Kolo Muani.
Kusanov getting this one clear. And here's Kolo Muani. Out to the left it goes. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Kusanov clears it away. Cherki. Rodri. Aim forwards.
Matheus Nunes.
That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Semenyo. Matheus Nunes. Nice physical challenge. Yeah, he's fouled him there. He can get that clear. Semenyo. Muscular approach does pay off here. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
João Palhinha.
Udogi, now he's off and running. Udogi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Reinders. Spence gets across to intercept that. Do have a chance to counter here.
Otterberg. And it's Spence. Gray. Otterberg.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Romero. Udogi. Bernardo Silva. Out to the right. And he cuts out the supply. Xavi Simons.
Gray.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Cherki.
Gray. João Palhinha.
Romero.
Gray.
Romero. Xavi Simons. Marmouche.
Sarr. Danso.
Romero.
Udogi. João Palhinha.
Kusanov makes the interception. And claimed it back swiftly. Sarr, gently done. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Semenyo. It's been a pretty frantic start. A lot of front foot pressing.
Natchez Nunes.
And here's Semenyo. Lovely ball and a real Marmouche! Missed by a fraction. Nicely intercepted. Cherki. Marmouche.
And it's O'Reilly.
Really looking to do something that's simple here, Peter, but it has to be effective.
How exactly can they do that?
Well, they're tucking their fullbacks into midfield to enable their more talented personnel to push forward.
Out towards the flank. Otterberg. He's dealt with that well. That's been won straight back.
Natchez Nunes.
Reinders. That's a throw. And here's Reinders. Romero can get it clear. Looking to break at pace. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. And back to the keeper they go. Romero. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. That looks a good ball through. Now, can he find a finish? Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
chance! And it's a goal! So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. O'Reilly is onto it in a flash.
Reinders.
And here's Marmouche. Now this could be a chance. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rodri. Cherki. O'Reilly. Oh, it's played into the area. And he's there to get rid.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. O'Reilly clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Proves too strong.
Can he latch on to this? That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. And he's there to clear it. That's a cute ball. Now it's Odobert. Odobert. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And that's going to be a booking. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague and they look worried. Header! Tried his hardest, but the cross asked too much of him in the end.
In this game, you're always striving to gain an advantage or produce a little surprise element to things, and the quicker the delivery, I think, the more chance you have, and I should have done better there.
Reinders. And it's O'Reilly.
Cherki. Well timed, excellent interception.
Gray.
Xavi Simons. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Rodri. Bernardo Silva, played out towards the right wing. He's shifting through the gears here. Semenyo. Bernardo Silva. Oh, good spread. Now it's Nunes. Nice control. Can he deliver? Semenyo, big chance!
Semenyo usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can though.
Romero. Otobert making good progress on the right-hand side. Gehi did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's played forward. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Sarr. Simons. Xavi Simons, back when it goes. And it's hoisted clear. That's been drilled forward. That has been cut short. Danso. Gray. Gehi. Semenyo. Now he's off and running. Rodri. Matches Nunes. It's a throw-in. Marmouche. Jackie. And here's there's the shot! Semenyo, and he's gone backward here. Takes a shot! He's trying his best to keep it in. Oh, they could be caught out here. A chance to play it in. Spence did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. João Palhinha. Gray. Danso. Romero. Udogi. Now it's Sarr. Now it's Simons. Bernardo Silva moved on forwards. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Rodri. Cherki. And it's Bernardo Silva. O'Reilly. Romero is there, and he can get that clear. And Bernardo Silva! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Spence gets it away. Bernardo Silva. Cherky. Romero. João Palhinha. The doggy forwards and with intent. Reinders. Bernardo Silva. Cherky. Half an hour played now. O'Reilly. Cherky. Ottobert wins the duel this time. Danso. Xavi Simons. Now it's Ottobert. He's going to be disappointed with that. O'Reilly. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Yehi. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Simons. Udogi. Sarr looking understandably. The referee's awarded a free kick. And the finish! That's a half-decent try.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Oh, what a climb! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Ottobert certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Rodri. Reinders. Matthews Nunes. Time and again they are repelled. Gray. And here's Xavi Simons. And here's Chris having a shot! It's a loose ball. Chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Reinders.
O'Reilly. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Bernardo Silva. Matthews Nunes. Reinders. Cherky. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. And it's Nunes. Applies the finish! Lacking in accuracy.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Romero. Romero shifted upfield. Udogi. Kusanov. Bernardo Silva. Reinders. Matheus Nunes. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Bernardo Silva. Matheus Nunes. Now it's Semenyo. Cross goes in there. That was very necessary. Bernardo Silva have it back and can go again. Xavi Simons. Now it's Colomwani. Oh, super find. He's in a good... And a chance! They've done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Bernardo Silva. And here's Marmouche. Xavi Simons. Udogi. Romero. Palinia, aim forwards. Simons. Colomwani. Brilliantly cut out. Donnarumma gets good distance on it. Rodri. Matheus Nunes. Matheus Nunes goes forward. Romero clears it away. Can he get onto this? Semenyo. He's clearly asking too much with that. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Odobert. It's gone for a throw-in. Reinders. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Matheus Nunes. Semenyo. And it's Nunez. Palinia producing a foul. Yes, the referee's given it. Matheus Nunes cuts out the pass. Semenyo. Kusanov. Mathias Nunes. Rodri. Mathias Nunes, gently done.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Succumbs to the pressure. Semenyo, and he's managed to get free. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Mathias Nunes. O'Reilly. Gehi. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Moved on forwards. Oh, Red, nice interception. João Palhinha. Romero. Gray. Cherki. Reinders. Gray does really well to win the ball there. Xavi Simons. Romero. Long ball looking to counter. Reinders. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And it's played forward. It's just beyond his reach. Gray, gently done. Semenyo. Semenyo, shifted upfield.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Great ball if he can get there. Simons. Mathias Nunes. Rodri. Played towards the front line. Calmly anticipates. Ottobert. That is going to be the final action of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. João Palhinha. Romero. Danso. Gray. And here's Xavi Simons. Xavi Simons knocks it out wide. Udogi puts a cross in.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Udogi. Thinks one through. Oh, that's clever. Sarr on a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
I think it'll mean a huge amount to him. The way he's been playing, I fully expect him to turn his 2 goals into 3. His appetite has been brilliant, and he totally merits a third.
He looks a really hungry player right now. Semenyo. Bernardo Silva. Ottobert. Spence. João Palhinha. Done so. Romero moved on forwards. Now that's well seen too. That looks a good ball through. Semenyo played out to the right. Oh, it's come loose. That's going to go a long way. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Reinders. And it's O'Reilly. The message is clear, none shall pass. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Udogi. João Palhinha. Ottobert, who's set up one goal so far. So who's he picking out? That's tidy. That's really well cleared. Gray, oh, good spread. Xavi Simons. Shot, surely! There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. And it's hoisted clear. And it's going to be another corner. Xavi Simons plays it short. That's good play. There are a few waiting for it. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Gray. Gray looking for a runner. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Mathias Nunes, forwards and with intent. Who's he going to play in? Mathias Nunes, gently done. Vicario gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Just skips past Colomwani! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Mathias Nunes. Quality ball. And he has been fouled there.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Tries a measured ball. Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
O'Reilly. Foden looks to get on the end of this. Done so. Spence. Done so. Lobbed in behind. Well, played right into his path. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Bernardo Silva. Out to the right. Mathias Nunes. He's come in hard. No foul, says the referee. Palhinha aimed forwards. And it's Nunes. And Marmouche! It's anyone's ball now. Danger averted for now. Matheus Nunes. And here's Marmoush. Rodri. Back into the middle. Rodri played out towards the right wing. Semenyo. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. That's really well manoeuvred. Odobert. Now it's Sarr. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
And here's Colomwani. Ball's played through. Hit into the middle. Shot a goal! Fair effort, he reacted well.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Rodri. Semenyo. Now, what's he got in mind? Played towards the other side. Reinders tries to thread one through. Oh, sweet feet. And here's a real chance!
Marmoush really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Talinha, gently done. Romero. Udogi. Udogi shifted upfield. Ray. Colomwani. And here's Marmoush. Sarr. Danso. João Palhinha. Udogi. Just about up to the hour now. João Palhinha. Sarr. Odobert. Sarr. That's an imaginative pass. Kusanov can get it clear. Xavi Simons with the short one. Foden aim forwards. Danso. Odobert plays it through. Oh, such a clever touch.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Udogi doing full tilt down the left. That is good strength. Udogi. Udogi gets across him. And he's heaved it away. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Moved on forwards. No, he's overshot the green. Odegaard. Danso. João Palhinha. Udogi. Romero. Udogi. Romero. João Palhinha. Gray. Danso. And it's played forward. Odegaard. Gray forwards and with intent. He's got away. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And reclaimed it in a trice. Gray. And here's Colomwani.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Reinders.
Aim forwards. O'Reilly. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Danso. Spence. And the pass is intercepted. And it's O'Reilly. O'Reilly drives forward on the overlap. Danso clears it away. And it's played forward. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. And he thumps it clear. Showing good feet. O'Reilly. And here's Marmouche.
Marmouche really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Danso. Spence. João Palhinha. And it's Simons. Here's Xavi Simons. And here's Colomwani. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Simons! O'Reilly is there and he can get that clear. Simons takes a shot!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Reinders.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Now it's Odegaard. Gray. And it's Simons. João Palhinha. Romero. João Palhinha. Odobert. And here's Colomwani. Out to the right. Just about up to 75 minutes. Sarr. Odobert. Clipped into space. Semenyo. That's a nicely weighted pass. Now it's Foden. Reinders. Played back in. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Semenyo. And here's Marmoush. He's had a shot! That is a great pick out. Now it's Simons. Simons. Kusanov gets it clear. Doggy. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. And it's Sarr. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Tries to get it clear. Gray. Sarr. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bernardo Silva. The doggy clears it away. That's really well manoeuvred. Matheus Nunes. Semenyo. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Oh, that's a brilliant save! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
Matheus Nunes goes short. Rodri elects to cross. Semenyo. Bernardo Silva. Sarr. And it's Bernardo Silva. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. That was travelling.
Sarr.
Played into space out wide. And it's Simons. And that has been clubbed away. Danso gently down. Colomboani. Xavi Simons. Oh, it's come loose. Colomboani! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, it was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
Rodri. Over to the left. Foden. O'Reilly. Oh, that's neat. And that's aimed into the middle. Now it's Colomboani. Now it's Simons. Odobert. Now it's Sarr. Great defending, strong and determined. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Moved on forwards. Romero cuts it out. Xavi Simons. Danso. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. João Palhinha. Colomboani shifted upfield. Bernardo Silva. Sarr done delicately. And the ball is out of play. Rodri. Kusanov forwards and with intent. Gray. Odobert. And here's Colomboani. And he's lost his man here. Oh, this is a great position. Tries to cross. Could be choked! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And the lead is extended still further. Donnarumma, and he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
.3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Foden chooses to go cross-field. Bernardo Silva. Palhinha aim forwards. Kusanov makes the interception. Just 5 minutes left. A cross-field, changing the point of attack. Romero. João Palhinha. Odobert, played out to the right. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Simons. Marmouche. Natchez Nunes. Semenyo. Romero wins the duel this time. Udogi. Spence. Danso. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Kusanov cuts out the pass. And Bernardo Silva! What a hit! The save was firm. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
And that has been cleared. Foden. Yehi. Now it's Rodri. Played out wide. Foden. Played in by Foden. Sarr. Out towards the flank. Cleared without complication. And that's been won straight back. Ray. Udogi. Danso. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And it's Simons. Catching them now! And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
And now he has 2. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
O'Reilly, oh, good spread. Semenyo. Romero. Danso. Gray. Odobert. Xavi Simons. Udogi. Colomwani! Colomwani! He He's kept it out, that's a great save. Punched away.
And it's João Palhinha.
And it's played forward. And the counter is on. Now it's Semenyo. He has found the way through. Bernardo's and Bernardo Silva! Keeper always had the measure of that. Romero with the clearance. And that will be the final act. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, I think, Peter, everybody in the team can take credit with the work they did off the ball. They just didn't let their opponents get into any kind of rhythm. It was just relentless.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.